Um, well, hello there. This is Lord Potato, and this is kind of a new what if that I'm doing. It's it's what if Naruto had, well, not had, was the reincarnation of Bakugo, Bakugo, and Zoro. Did I say that right? Zoro. Jesus Christ. Um, um. So this is how it's going to happen. So in Zoro's life, yeah, let me put the Zoro picture there. In Zoro's life, he became one of the what's it called? He became the greatest swordsman in the One Piece. He beat Hawk, he beat every swordsman, and he learned a lot of different moves he made up for his three sword style swords. Um, but one day, he was too old. He was like, I'm gonna just say he was like 100 years old, but he still fights. He still know how to do his three sword style. He was still buff as shit, even how he was 100 years old. The his other friends like Luffy and the others, yeah, Luffy has became the king of the pirates. Sorry if I keep stuttering there. Um, yeah, this what if I actually thought of it before doing my what if that this what if was actually gonna be my first one, then my what if for Naruto being overall. This was actually gonna be the first one, but I still had to read like a lot of One Piece stuff. Yeah, I'm never gonna be able to catch up for the manga and the anime. Jesus Christ, I don't have enough time because I have school and other things to do. Um, well, so Zoran has his three swords, but one day some some bandits, some pirates, wanted to take out Zoro for his bounty. I can't remember what it was bounty in an anime, or because I haven't got to the newest things. Um, Zoro managed to kill the whole crew, but that doesn't mean he got damaged. So he got damaged a lot, and then one of them actually stabbed him with like a poison dagger. Wait, does poison even affect Zoro? Damn. No, wait, I'm thinking of the. Ah, Jesus Christ. So yeah, I'm gonna just say that Zoran got stabbed by a poison, like a dagger that was with poison, very deadly poison, and Zoro then decides to die. Yeah, Zoro just said, "Well, yeah," and that what happened to Zoro. He went to the void. Before going there and talking what happens to him next. Next is Bakugo. So Bakugo in My Hero Academia, he's from My Hero Academia. If you haven't noticed, but I think everyone knows about Bakugo. Bakugo, he was. So Bakugo is the number two hero. Wait, no, is the number two hero with. He's the number two hero. Todoroki. No wait. No, I'm gonna say that. Yeah, he's the number two hero. Todoroki's the number three hero. And Deku's the number one hero because he has multiple quirks. Yeah, so Bakugo and Deku and what's it called? Todoroki. We're in a battlefield with against Shigaraki Tomura. He had all for one quirk and had multiple other ones. Um so Deku, since he had every other quirk unlocked, and they say that he had also a healing quirk because he no um so if not water for Deku. Jesus Christ, no. So Tomura Shigaraki had one all for one. All for one. Deku had all his quirks unlocked for one for all. Bakugo had a different look and all that. I can't describe it that much, but he does have that black jacket to sweat up more of his sweat, so he can do bigger explosions. The city around them where they're fighting, and Todoroki's there, where they're fighting against Tomura Shigaraki, is all destroyed. And Todoroki managed to freeze Shigaraki, and then Bakugo goes on Shigaraki's face, like he grabs his face, but Shigaraki also grabs, like he puts his hand at Bakugo's chest. But Bakugo managed to fully exhaust him and say, "Die!" Managing to, like, say he managed to kill Shigaraki Tomura because Deku was still trying to get up because Shigaraki did try to hurt him and he kind of did decay him a little bit. Deku, so Deku couldn't get up a little bit, but he tried harder, and Bakugo exploded him like straight out of because he sweated a lot of his sweat, and he exploded Tomura Shigaraki or Shigaraki Tomura, and don't know why I'm saying his last name or his first name. And with that, he kills Shigaraki, but Shigaraki managed to counter kill Bakugo. So basically, Shigaraki did put his hands on Bakugo's like near his heart and started decaying very fast. And before Bakugo could die, he actually did explode him and killing Shigaraki. Yeah, that what happened to Shigaraki. Um, so Bakugo and Bakugo was like in another void. It was pitch black, and Zoro was in another void, pitch black. Death came out of nowhere. It's like there's two different sides. So there's Bakugo and Zoro, and both sides there's a little wall. It can't be seen through. It just reflects and all that. It's like those like window like mirrors. Like they can see you, but you can't see them. So it's like that, but instead, you can't see the mirror and they can't see you neither. So yeah, they're in this black void together, but Death came, Death came out and said, "Hello, Zoro, fuck, six." Let me just think about this. Yeah, it took me for a while just to figure out his last name. Okay, Zoro Ro. I think I'm saying it right. Fuck. Whatever. So I'm just gonna keep calling him Zoro R because even if I try to say his last name, it's gonna be cringe. It's probably gonna be very bad. So Def is talking about like you did pretty bad things in the beginning, but then he decided to help with Luffy and becoming good and all that. So I'll give you a second chance, Zoro. I'm gonna just say R. R. That's what Death told Zoro, so he was gonna be reincarnated and all that. Same with Bakugo. I think he said, well, hello there, Bakugo Katsi. Katsi. Right. So yeah, Bakugo Katsi is the other one for Death. He said, "You are Bakugo Katsi. You might have did bully your best friend when you were younger because he didn't have a power, but then you became better and saved the world from evil, Bakugo Katsi. And for that, you will also be reincarnated. Well, not also. You will be reincarnated." And Bakugo and Zoro were both reincarnated at the same time into a little boy with yellow hair. Actually, should I give him yellow hair? No, a little boy with yellow hair and not whiskers. And if you already know this is Naruto. So Naruto's born now, and he has two brothers. Or should I say sister? Huh. A brother named Medma, and um, even if I tried to do the other girl name because Narui, yeah, I was gonna think of Narui, but then it's Minato because I keep saying it Minato for some reason in my freaking what if Naruto was Madara's grandson, and for some reason I'm just gonna do that. So Naruto, yeah. So it's Naruto and Menma and Minato. They were both born a little younger than. No, they're a little bit kind of older than Naruto, or like they're triplets. Yeah, so they're born on the same day, and Obito still does the whole same thing. Grabs Naruto. Minato is mad at Naruto getting captured. Okay, first you already know where this is going. This is probably gonna go into a neglecting. Pretty much, yeah. That's what I'm thinking of going there. So yeah, Minato has to go save Naruto, and he still has to go save Naruto. The whole thing with Kushina getting, her freaking nine toes ripping out fur still happens. Sorry, I had to like burp up some stuff. Um, so Minato had to go save Kushina and save Kushina and stop Obito from the masked man. But then he saw the Ninetales wrecking up the village, so he had to go seal it. What's it called? The third Hokage was the one who actually went to go seal the Ninetales. Tori. So, so, Toby? I don't remember. I remember the last name. Okay, so the third Hokage was the one that actually sealed the Nine Tails. He sealed 50% into Minato, 50% into Menma. But that was a chakra percent, so they have 50% of chakra, 50% in that. Actually, that tiny 1% in what's it called? Actually, no, they both get 50% of the chakra and the soul, and what's it called? 1% of chakra just for Kushina doesn't die. And Naruto doesn't get any. He doesn't have the whiskers, okay? First of all, I thought that was very dumb. But yeah, he doesn't have the whiskers. But he is kind of like Minato does kind of get angry at Naruto being captured because first of all he's still a kid. But I already said the two reincarnations were Zoro and Bakugo were into Naruto. Minato, Kushina, Menma, and Minato bully Naruto. Like neglect him and bully him. And the villagers, they think that Menma and Minato are the nicest. They are the what's it called? The ones that defeated the Nine Tails, but they hate Naruto because they still call him a monster, even how he doesn't have any of the Nine Tails. So similar things happen in original canon. When Naruto was 4 years old, he was kicked out of the house, and Sorry, I need some water. Let me get some first. Okay, I'm back. So, sorry, damn it. So, what's it called? Naruto is kicked out of the house at 4 years old. Also, they did kind of torture him, neglect him. The villagers did beat him up still when he was, uh, like 2 years to 4 years. But they kicked him out at 4 years old because Jiraiya and Tsunade still kind of like, well, it was Jiraiya and Tsunade that tell Minato and Kushina that probably the child of prophecy is Menma or Minato. Why? Also, I forgot to tell you, Minato has blue eyes and yellow hair. Kushina has red hair and blue eyes, the same thing. Menma has what's called yellow and like mixture of red, so like kind of like orange with blue eyes. And Minato is the one that has that. Uh, Menma has yellow hair, but sometimes like at his back of his head, no. So he has like some like lines of red hair, and that's why Kushina and Minato liked him a lot. Except for Naruto. Naruto still has yellow hair. Actually, like lightish yellow hair, like Bakugo has. Alright. Um. So yeah, he just has like lightish hair, like Bakugo does have. Um. But go orange. Um. But so Naruto has yellow, yeah, so that kind of hair, and that's why they don't like him. And so they kick him out at 4 years old. Naruto has nowhere to go. Naruto does. I'm not giving him the Sharingan. I'm not gonna make sure that he has like some kind of blood hair, something. Blood. So he does have the Uzumaki and Namikaze only. Should I give him the Sharingan for no reason? Some other of my what ifs, but not this time because he won't need it. And Naruto is actually so Ashura and Indra is born in the same thing as Sasuke. He's reincarnated for Sasuke, and Ashura is reincarnated for Minato. I usually say Menma, but this time Minato. Minato, not Minato. Minato. Uh. So yeah. Um. So Naruto is kicked out of the house. They do not buy him a like apartments or somewhere to live. They just kick him out. They don't care where he goes. They don't even care if the villagers kill him. So Naruto is like in the forest. Actually, yeah, he's in the forest, just cooking some things and all that. He has a little shack and all that. But when Naruto's 8 years old, when he was on his birthday, when he was 8 years old, the villagers, how they did it to Naruto, they did chase him all out. Yeah, but this time they actually wanted to kill Naruto. Because, yeah. Um, wait, no, wait, So, Naruto, yeah, that was still gonna happen. Um, Also, when those 4 years before 8 years, like 5, 6, and 7, kind of 8, but not on his birthday yet. Danzo was actually looking at Naruto, kind of taking care of him, like giving him food when Naruto couldn't fish or anything, and yeah, kind of healing by the ambus. Because I'm gonna make Danzo like a little nicer to Naruto, like he's really nice to Naruto, but he hates Minato and Minma, yeah, no, Menma, because and Minato and Kushina, because they have the Nine Tails brats over there, and they need weapons, not kids, because he thinks that it rather to better just give them to another shinobi because those two brats aren't gonna actually help. They're gonna abuse the Nine Tails power instead of helping the village. So that's what Donzo thinks. And that's why he stays in the shadows helping Naruto out. And Naruto, Naruto in this time, he's actually kind of smart. He's a little smarter than the original canon, and he doesn't just eat ramen because when he's at the ramen place, um, Ichigo, not Ichigo, Ichigo, the ramen guy, uh, does like give him a ramen for free, but doesn't do it because Ambus from Minato usually kind of keep not Ambus but Jonins usually keep a tab because they don't like the Nine Tails, and since anyone tries to talk to him, will be executed. So not so what's it called? Ramen guy doesn't talk to him, but he just gives him a ball free ramen when they're not looking, and Naruto does eat it and doesn't ask any questions. So back to him when he was 8 years old. So he was now turning 8 years old, but the villagers and Jonis, Chunin, not Genning, actually, sure, screw it, Genning, chase after Naruto. Naruto tries to run away, and some Jonis manage to throw a kunai at him and like beat him up and all that. And this is where the time where they kill what's called the Uchiha. Well, Itachi kills the Uchiha clan. The Uchiha does not hate Naruto because Naruto is someone that is kind of kind and all that. So yeah. Also in this one, Sasuke has a sister named uh he has a sister named Izumi. Izumi. It's like Izuku, but Izumi, like the opposite gender. Yeah, but she has black hair, black eyes. She kind of has a teal of green hair, but not really, not right now. When she gets older, her hair does. She's no way, no. So she is Izumi Uchiha, and she's the little sister of Sasuke, and she is not. She is kind of like a. I don't remember. Sasuke and Naruto and Rizukana were kind of the same age, so Izumi's kind of the same age as Sasuke, but she's like a day younger. So yeah, Itachi did not kill her because he doesn't want to kill his brother or his sister. Even how his brother Sasuke is like way too arrogant. Like he didn't become arrogant. He wasn't like that Sasuke original. Instead, because he was friends with Minato and Menma, and so they made him kind of arrogant and all that. Like he always says, "I'm better than Itachi" and all that. So yeah, and so when Naruto was 8 years old, wait, no. I'm gonna say that he was 9 years old. When he was 9 years old, when he turned 9 years old, because there's where when he was 8 years old, he was in the academy already. So he already met Izumi, and Izumi was kind of nice to Naruto, and Naruto was nice to Izumi. So they kind of had like a little friend, really, like a friend, ship, friend friendship. But the problem was that everyone will legit bully Izumi and will bully Naruto. Of course, Sasuke does protect Izumi, sort of. Naruto gets bullied by everyone, and I mean everyone except for Shikamaru. Shikamaru is kind of cool with Naruto, and Choji. But Kiba and everyone else does bully him. Even Hinata. Hinata is not the shy type no more because Menma, no, Minato was the one that actually helped her out and all that. And so, yeah, that happens. So, yeah, that happens. And so, uh, so Naruto does have chakra, but he doesn't have like large amounts of chakra. So Naruto, um, is Uzumaki and Namikaze. So he's not gonna become a Seal Master or an Uzumaki Chain Master. Nah, I'm gonna wait that later. But when Naruto becomes 9 years old and they chase him out just to go kill him, one of the Jonis managed to stab him in the legs, like they threw a kunai knife and it hit him in the leg. And Naruto fell down and they started trying to beat him up and like trying to stab him. But Naruto kind of got angry, and he was sweating a lot. So with that happening, his reincarnation, Bakugo, did awoken in his body and said, Naruto. And he's like, little boy, because, what's it called? This is older Bakugo, not the teenager one, you know? So he looked at Naruto, and Naruto was unconscious and woke up to where, Bakugo and Zoro was. Well, yeah, because Bakugo and Zoro was actually the ones just talking in this mindscape. And then when they saw Naruto just pop there, um, Bakugo was like, "You must be Naruto, our reincarnation." And Naruto was like, "Who are you two? Please don't hurt me." Um, Zoro said, "Young kid, I'm not gonna hurt you. What I am gonna hurt is these damn villagers in this goddamn village." And Bakugo said, "It's true, but you can't do it. We can't do it because we're only reincarnations. But Naruto here does have a special abilities." So, Zoro and Bakugo already know lots about each other and all that. Like, since Zoro said, so what kind of techniques and he said, do you have hawking, or do you have like a technique of some kind of sword, or do you have devil fruit? Bakugo, when they were talking, when Naruto was still young, because Naruto did not pass out this degree, Bakugo and Zoro already been talking about their abilities. So Bakugo has his quirk, explosion, or whatever it's called. Yeah. So he has this explosion quirk, where he can explode and all that. He did talk about how if he sweats enough, he can actually do an explosion big enough. And he already talked about his other techniques. So Zoro. And Zoro said, "Is that a devil fruit? Wait, what is a quirk?" And Bakugo was like, "Devil fruit? No, it's a quirk." And Zoro was like, "Quirk? Huh?" And Bakugo, since Bakugo is kind of smart, but not smart as Deku, he think of that one thing that Midoriya's one time rambled on. Like, one time Deku and Bakugo were just hanging out, and Bakugo was just, not Bakugo, Deku was reading a book about if, what if there's different dimensions and different worlds than their world, like a parallel world or something, like different kinds of worlds that has different kinds of abilities. And so, Bakugo said, I think, one time this person did tell me about this. I think you're from a different dimension than I, a different universe in total. You must be from a different universe from mine. My universes have quirks and abilities and powers. That's why I can do mini explosions." And Zoro was like, "Whoa." And then Zoro said, Bakugo said, "Okay, Zoro, then what is your uh power ability technique thing. So Zoro did say that I can cover up my hand with hockey. I can also sense hockey, and I can also do conqueror's hockey. Yes, I don't remember if he can do conqueror's hockey, but he can do conqueror's hockey. And he has three swords that he can do his three sword technique. And Bakugo's like, Um, so that's happening. They're talking and all that. Um, you know that filler movie from when Bakugo and Deku share that quirk and all that? That one time? Yeah, I must say that in that Bakugo actually has actually some of one for all, like he awoke in another quirk that he had copy one for all, or one for all gave him a copy version of the one for all quirk. So Bakugo does have one for all. I'm gonna just give him one for all, okay? Like I want to make this Naruto kind of broken. uh, sorry, sorry, not really. Um, so they were talking, and when Naruto got in there, Bakugo says, "I won't hurt you, little kid. Let us help you." And not Deku, Naruto. Jesus Christ, Naruto was just like okay because he feels more confident with those two because they have like different aura or waves to just go to Naruto and he feels more comfortable with them. So Baku said, "Can I take control of your body for a second?" Because they can take control of Naruto's body for like a couple of seconds, or for a minute, or like an hour a day. So yeah. So Bakugo unlocked his explosion quirk and just said, "Die!" and blasted multiple people. And with that happening, people got blown away, and Bakugo did kind of use one for all and then dash out and knock those two that were in the gate because he was gonna run from everyone. He did have groceries, he did get overpaid and all that, but Naruto did have a little grocery, so when he was running, these two Jonin guards was like they were kind of about to close it, and before doing that, Naruto grabbed, well, should I say Bakugo, that's taking control of Naruto right now, body right now, and grabbed one of the Jonin's head because he was going very fast. Um, he was using only 15% of one for all. Not trying to break Naruto fully legs because Naruto cannot hold that much power. Not 15%, 5%. Because Naruto has trained a little bit and all that. So he can hold 5% only one for all. But Bakugo managed to grab that Johnny's head and smash him in the wall, and the other one smash him through the door. And then go through the door. And then throws the Johnny back to the other door and then start running back to where Naruto lives. So he lives at like these outskirts, near like a water, not waterfall, a river. Uh, so yeah, he lives like around over there. Um, so when he gets to his little shack house or whatever, um, he kind of passes out because Bakugo did kind of use a lot of energy for Naruto because Naruto does not have much stamina. He did kind of have a little bit of strength and resistance from kind of started there. Resistance from getting punched hurt really bad and all that. Because if you get beat up multiple times, I think you do like get tougher skin. So that's what Naruto has. He has tougher skin, like a lot of tougher skin. So that's why punching him now will be made him like a wall, like you're punching wall. I think. So Naruto passes out, so that's Bakugo letting go of his body and not taking control anymore. And what's it called? So yeah, the next day when he wakes up, 35 minutes. Okay. So the next day he wakes up, his body has changed a lot. He was talking to Zoro and Bakugo, and Bakugo was telling him about his abilities. So, sorry, sorry. Uh, so Bakugo has been telling him about his abilities, like his explosion quirk. If he sweats a lot, he will do giant explosions and all that, stronger explosions. But you must work out before you can do any of those. And also, he has another ability called One for All, and which allows him to use strength quirk. And so I'm gonna give him like One for All, but only like the strength part, not the other quirks. No, just only the strength part. And a boosting ability for his explosions. He does explain that. And Zoro didn't know about that quirk, but he said, "Oh, whatever." And Zoro then explained his side of power and all that. So he does give what's it called? Naruto his swords and his kind of strength and power, and he has to train more to get more stronger into using his swords, like the 3 sword style, the 2 sword style, or the 1 sword style. But as Zoro said, the 3 sword style is more better than using 2 or 1, because in the beginning he did use only like 3 swords and usually 1 or 2 because he likes three swords. But back to Zoro. Zoro said his 3 sword style, his other techniques that I'm gonna have to just research them all because I'm not that I'm not that far into One Piece. I think I'm at like only like 400. Like I still need like a long way. And I think it's 400. Jesus Christ, I haven't read that much. Been working too hard. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that happens, and oh, sorry. So what's it called? So Naruto has the strength and all that, and he does also. Zoro does tell him about his Conqueror's Hawking, his sense. It's called his Hawking to sense things. I forgot what that's called, and his armor Hawking. And Naruto has all 3 of them because Zoro has them, and he's a reincarnation of. So that's where Naruto has all 3 of them. He has them and all them. Also, his body started to change. He gets a little more buff and stronger. He does still has the same tougher skin and all that, but it gets a little bit tougher then. But he needs to train it to get even tougher. But Naruto's hair is now changing to Zoran's hair. So it's changing to this graying style. Like, he still has Bakugo's hair, but it's like mixed with like yellow and green. Not like mixed together, the 2 colors, but like the hair types. So it's like green in like some places and yellow in some places. And Naruto's hair, like the full yellow hair, yeah, that doesn't happen because Bakugo has it. And since he has met Zoran also, he has those little like not patches of green hair, but like highlights of his green hair. Actually, no, it's fully green with like lights like yeah like highlights of the yellow hair of Bakugo. Because I'd rather have yeah like that. Because I do kind of like Zoro a lot more better than Bakugo, but yeah, it's it's gonna be like that, or however I'm gonna think about it. However you like to think about it, but it's gonna be like that. And what's it called? Uh oh shit. Okay, so I'm back. Um nope. Called? So what's it called? Um wait. Oh, oh shit, my music. Oh shit. Shit. Can't think of that. Okay, so Naruto's eyes actually also change. So Naruto's blue eyes, yeah. So instead, it has Zoro's eyes, so it's black, and his other eye is now red because of Bakugo and Zoro's eyes. So yeah, with that happening, still yeah, because I didn't remember what eye colors Zoran has, but he has black. I thought it was green. I don't know why I thought it was green, but yeah, I has a stretch. So um, so yeah, that's what Naruto has. And when Naruto woke up, he started training for 3 years because at 12 it's the graduation exam. And also, Danzo does hate the Uchiha, but the only Uchiha he doesn't hate is actually Izumi. Because Izumi is nice. She doesn't arrogant in her eyes or anything. Like, she doesn't care about the Sharingan, she doesn't care about revenge, and she's just extremely nice. When she meets Danzo, she just says, "Oh, hello there," and then just be like very nice, just was like very nice to almost everyone, and the Ambus. So Danzo doesn't hate Izumi, but the only person he does hate is Sasuke, and would rather just get rid of him. And some of the Ambus have been keeping on tab on where Naruto's at, and Danzo has also been seeing Naruto just train. So Naruto has been just training his quirks. Well, the two quirks he has is One for All and Explosion, and his body to using three sword styles. So he does have his three swords. Like Zorn gave him three swords, and it just magically appeared on his hands and his mouth when he was doing it in his mindscape and slicing through the trees. He was just like slicing through, and some of the Anbu got very interested of Naruto's power. And the Anbus did report to Donzo to go look at Naruto what he's doing, and they do see what Naruto's doing. And what's it called? They do just say that and all that. And when Naruto's very prepared, everyone in the village just completely forgot about Naruto. Let me just say that. Like Minato, Menma, Minato, Sasuke, Kushina, they all forgot about Naruto. They forgot he even existed. But when Naruto came back to the village, he didn't just say his name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. No, he basically just changed his name full out. He just said, "My name is Zoro Katsu." So from Bakugo, so it's Zoro Katsu. Or Bakugo Romeo, not Romeo, Ron. Jesus Christ. So let's just say it's Zoro R. Katsu. That's his name. And that's how his name is. Instead of being Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. No. It's Zoro R. Katsu. So when he went back, also Naruto has what Zoro is wearing this. He has like these green like shirt, like green jacket. He doesn't have a shirt and all that. Actually no. He does have like that white shirt when Zoro was wearing that in the beginning. And he does have like that green pants and with like that red. I don't know how to explain it. So yeah. And Naruto does have the three swords. And when Naruto went into the gates, Danzo was waiting for him. Well, not waiting for him. He was in like the shadows, and the two Jonin, yeah, they got knocked out by the Anbu. So the Jonin didn't even know Naruto came back. Naruto does not have a house, so when he was walking around, uh, none of the villagers even recognized Naruto because Naruto has an eye patch covering his black eye. Wait, no. He just has his black eye closed, but his red eye open. Because you know how Zorn has his eye closed? Well, it was cut, and so he couldn't open it and all that. He had to close and all that. So, he has his eye closed and all that. He knows how to do it without even having the eyes open half the time. But that's a little difficult for him, So, one for all. How much percent he has right now? 50%. Full off the back, 50%. Max. That's just his max. And explosion, he kind of pretty good at doing giant explosions and all that. And what's it called? So, Danzo did like walk up to Naruto and says, "Do you need a place to live?" What's it called? No, he was at the gate. He did knock out the two Jonins, but when Naruto walked in, Danzo says, Do you need a place to live, young Naruto?" And Naruto said, "How do you know my name? Actually, that's not my actual name. I already changed it. I like to be called Zoro R. Katsi." And, and, what's it called? Danzo was gonna name him, just get rid of his, like, old name, the Naruto, because I feel like Naruto wouldn't like it, so, Danzo was actually thinking of calling him something else, because he doesn't want to call Naruto because he doesn't want to raise suspicions with everyone. But that's why he whispered and not said it out loud. And so, Naruto was like, "So my name is Zoran." He already said it and all that. And Danzo was like, "Oh, okay, Zoran. Do you need a place to live?" And Zoran's saying, yes." He just said it. He just said it like, you know how Zoran just says anything chillax, but anything that goes wrong, he starts fighting, very serious and all that, sort of. Unless you're a girl. So yeah, Zoran does have like, he doesn't like hitting girls and all that, or hurting them. But Bakugo, on the other hand, if you piss him off, you're getting absolute. Well, so Zoran and Zoran will kill you if you're a girl if you piss him off and all that. But he does have like, sort of. But he doesn't do the simple like Sashi does. Damn it. Don't even know how to say his name. But. And, Sashi, for fuck's sake. So, they, Danzo just says, "Oh, okay, so you need a house?" And so, Danzo takes him to this house that's in the woods, and it's this cabinet, this very big house. And Danzo does give him money. He's like, "So this is your allowance." But Zoran says, "Do I have to do something for you, or?" And Danzo said, "No, no, you don't need to do anything." Because Danzo wants to get Naruto on his team. So I'm not making Naruto go rogue like usually I do, like any other one. Because I did it for already 2 what ifs. So my what if Naruto was the grandson of Madara, he already went rogue on that one. And the other one that I already finished like 2 days ago, more. I don't remember. Uh, what if Naruto had modern slash past slash future weapons and was neglected? Uh, yeah, that one I already finished, and he was rogue in that one, and he basically destroyed the whole Shinobi Alliance. Ow, popped my finger, but it felt great. So that happens. So Naruto isn't going rogue. He's actually the only person who actually kind of cares about him is Danzo. Everyone else is just hating on him. Even Uruka, or not Uruka. Oh, yeah, Uraka. No, what? I was about to say Uraka. No, Uruka. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Uruka. Uruka. Yeah, even Uruka that hates him. Mizuki. The only person he wants kind of feel is another student. But Naruto was actually his first one, but not no more. So, what to call? Danzo wants to change everything from Naruto. He erased everything from Naruto. Like, every single thing. He erased the name and everything from the pages and all that. And the elders also did help with Danzo erasing Naruto's name. Because Danzo does, he has a great relationship with the elders. So he does tell them about how Naruto has changed his name completely. So his name is Zoro R. Katsi. And he will be joining the academy. And also, he did say that he wanted to become a Jonin sensei. And the other says, how strong is this Zoro you speak of? And he says, very strong. I've been keeping tabs on him for 3 years. And he has become very strong in those 3 years. He's still not strong enough, he did say. And so the elders do that and all that. So Danzo in this one is actually gonna become a Jonin sensei. The teams are gonna be, well, I'll tell you later. When Naruto passes. So Naruto he went to academy, and of course, he's a new student, and he does. Did I say he has a shirt underneath? Nah, he doesn't have a shirt, so he fully ripped, and doesn't care. And he does have this little like strap thing, like right here, this orange, this thing. Yeah, he does have that like underneath his shirt. Sure. No, no, it doesn't have that. But on his, you know how the ninjas usually have pouches and all that? Yeah, he puts him with like, he does know how to make those little bombs because Bakugo does teach him how to make them. Because Bakugo wanted to make his own stuff for usually stuff in My Hero Academia, so that's why he learned to make his own bombs. And so, Naruto does have bombs just in case he needs to fight someone and blow them up straight to hell. So Naruto one day just walks in the what's it called, the academy. He didn't bring his 3 swords, but just in case any person does try to rob his house, the Ambos does protect it. Like the Ambos are usually just guarding it because Naruto did ask Danzo if you can guard my house because usually I don't want anyone to take them, or because Naruto and Danzo has talked for a while and all that. Even how Naruto said, "Oh, I don't really want to come up." What's it called? Genin. But Danzo does say, "Well, I don't think you're gonna get like a normal sensei." He doesn't say he's gonna be the sensei. So, with that happening, okay, I should stop singing. Um. So Naruto is in the academy. He walks in. No one really knows him. Like no one even sends him or anyone. Just because Naruto was that quick, just to get in the backseat chair and just sit there. Izumi gets there a little later because Sasuke's there talking to Menma and Minato. And Izumi also goes in the back while Sasuke, Menma, and uh, Minato are talking. And Sasuke does that whole thing, going there and trying to sit next to, not really, wait, yeah, sits next to Sasuke, but Minato's sitting there, sitting next to Sasuke. And Sasuke was like, "Why you? Get out of my chair!" And of course, Minato turns around and said, "What do you want, Sasuke?" Because he has orange hair. So Sasuke sits back down and doesn't do anything. Izumi's sitting next to Naruto. Naruto, what? I'm gonna call him Zoro for now because you're gonna get confused because, well, I'm gonna get confused sometimes because I'm usually gonna go between Zoro and Bakugo or Naruto. So I'm calling him Zoro right now. So she's sitting next to Zoro, but she doesn't know this is actually Naruto. Nah, ignore that. Okay, so Uruka comes now and what's it called Mizuki. That's his name. Finally, I get it right for once. Mizuki. Yeah, Mizuki is right next to Uruka and all that. So yeah, um, Ruka does call out names, and when he gets to Zoro Katsi, he's like, "Zoro R Katsi," and Zoro does raise his hand. And some of the students are like, "Wait, what? Wait, what happened to Naruto?" Ruka says that, "I don't know. It seems like this is a new student. Uh, say hello to Zoran R Katsi." And so this says, "Well, hello," and Zoran doesn't say anything. He just doesn't want to say anything. And so he just says, "Well, this is a new student." And some of the girls are just like not really caring because Zoran does have the jacket, so he doesn't show anything. Um, so what you call? So they do the test. Zoran does like do pretty good on it because he's smart because of Bakugo. Because Bakugo is not the genius, not like a smart person like Ida, Momo, or like Deku, but he's smart enough. So he does teach Naruto about things and all that, like math and all the things. So Naruto does, Zoran does pretty good on it, and there, he doesn't be the failure one. Izumi also does pretty good on it. Ruka and Mizumi does look away because Mizumi think of putting a genjutsu on Izumi's test. Like, that's what Mizuki's after, trying to fail Izumi. But Soron doesn't like that, so he then whispered to Izumi, the one girl that was next to him, and said, "Want to trade papers?" And she said, "Wait, what? Why are you trying to help me?" Because Naruto said, "Well, your test is different. I don't even know if you're a smart kid or not, but here, here's this one because I think this is the original one. This is just a genjutsu release." And the trade paper's back. And Aruka and not Izumi, Mizuki did not see so. So Izumi was like, "Oh, thank you." And they do the tests and all that. And when it's the throwing ninja stars and all that, not the throwing ninja stars, the shurikens. So Sasuke does pretty good. He does 9 out of 9, not 9 out of 10. Minato does 8 out of 10, but he's just like, dang. And Menma does 8 out of 10 also. Izumi doesn't actually want to show her skills, so she thought of it as a smart way. So she doesn't want to show off her skills to get annoyed by if she gets on a team by Sasakura or like someone. So she she does like pretty decent. She does like 4 out of 10, and Sasakura was like, I know you were always a weakling and all that. And everyone does the same, similar. Also, Zoran does be like, he looked at the shurikens because Izumi did have like dual shurikens in the kunais because of Mizuki. And before doing that, Zoro just says, "Oh wait, let me see those." Like he was the one actually carrying them, and then, but he just see Mizuki trying to switch it out, but Izumi didn't need help that much, so she only got 4. Zoro, on the other hand, was like, these things are dull. So, he knows how to throw them pretty good, but he just thinks that he just missed them all. Except for when he clicks one. He's like, oh no. Like, he acts really good. And Zoro is like, yeah. Pretty much, well, it seems like he doesn't really care. Because he has like that I don't really care Zoro chill vibe. Um, so now it's the fights. It's Minato versus Sasuke. They kind of fight. You know how Kakashi and Obito fought in like the end when Obito had the Rinnegan and Sharingan, like the war arc. Yeah, they fought like that, but they didn't do jutsu. They like fights, just taijutsu. It's Menma versus Shikamaru, and Shikamaru just says, "I give up." What a drag. And Izumi versus Sasakura, and not Sasakura. I don't want to put her that low. Actually, yeah, against dang it, laser beam against Sasakura, and she easily knocks out Sasakura because she hates Sasakura, how annoying she is. And there, that's what happens. She just punched Sasakura in the face and knocked her out and got her off the line. And of course, Sasuke just did not clap because that was the most pathetic thing he ever seen. And what's it called? It's Zoron versus some random kid. And really no one really cares because this kid isn't popular. And it's just some random deep shinobi that probably died in like the war arc or anything. Or probably died like around. So it's just some random nameless that probably would just die off. So with that happening, he's not from any special clan, so that happening, Zoran just easily punches him and knocks him pretty hard out of the boundary. And with that happening, um the kid is knocked out and everyone becomes now a Genin. Mizuki is just like, dang it. He still does that whole thing about Izumi and all that. But the Ambus that were kind of protecting Izumi and Naruto didn't like that. You know, sorry, Naruto is Zoro right now. His real name. So, that happening, Zoron is chasing after Izumi because Izumi thought she didn't pass. And when she got there, she got the scroll. And then some of the Ambus did knock out the. Well, Izumi was looking at the jutsus and she learned multi-shadow clone jutsu. Let's say that she has a large amount of chakra, but right now is not able to tap into it. So she managed to learn what's it called, Machi Shadow Clone Jutsu, and what's it called, um, mm, hmm. So uh, wait, oh, it's 8 o'clock. Thing. Um. So yeah, Naruto gets there and actually hides in the shadow. The Yambo also gets there just in case to get rid of Mizuki. And when she stops reading the sealed scroll, um, Mizuki does come out of nowhere and says, "Hey Izumi, give me the scroll sealing." And she doesn't want to do it. She kind of just says, "I haven't read all of it. Wait." And Mizuki said, "Well, too bad." He throws a giant shuriken, and Naruto did like get in front and said, "Die!" and exploded that shit out of the way. Um. So he did an explosion, and then he grabbed Izumi and got her out of the way. They almost were about to jump in, but Danzo said, "Wait." He did like that hand motion that said "wait," and all of them said "okay." And Izumi was like, "Uh, Zoran?" And Zoran was like, "Izumi, you know this is me, Naruto, right? But my real name is Zoran now." And she said, "No, no, not Naruto." And of course, Zoran is holding her like bride style, or like you know how when you get married, you should take up. Yeah, but Naruto does slow her down, just sit her down and all that. And Zoran just says, he jumps in front of another shuriken and says, "Die!" and blasts that shit out of the way. And Izumi was like, "That's not because um because she misses Naruto, her only friend. She hated everyone else." Sorry. So Naruto is right now just fighting against Mizuki and exploding him, and then Izumi says she snapped out of it, and then she did a fireball style jutsu, it's stronger than Sasuke's, and she says fireball, no way, fire style, fireball jutsu, no way, fireball, jutsu, and just go, and just Mizuki could dodge, but what's it called, Zoran got in front of him, and grabbed him pushed him, like threw him into the fireball, and what's it called, Mizuki could not dodge, so he got hit straight up, and then he got hit straight back to where Zoran was, and he did another explosions, but this time with full counting 5%, and said die. So blast him out of the way, back into a tree, knocking him out, and the Ambus did get there and did kind of help them out now. And Donzo was like, "Very good, you two, very good." And Zoran said, "Lord Donzo, or Donzo, what are you doing here?" And Donzo was like, "I'm just here looking at the teamwork you two did. You know that's very, very handy for a team. You know that." And he said, Zoran said, "Thanks." And Zaka. So the teams were about to get suggested and all that, just to like not suggested. People were about to get their teams and all that, but Donzo come up to Minato and says, "I want to become a Joni Sensei. There's two that actually piqued my eye." And Minato said, "Okay, which two?" Izumi Uchiha. Seems she probably isn't an Uchiha because she hasn't unlocked her Sharingan. and Zoro are Katsi. And those two. And one of my root moves that it's like a kid and I want to magic to make friends. And Minato said, well, Minato wasn't informed by this. He did see the teams and all that, and some of them were actually about to put Naruto, not Zoro and not Naruto, Izumi on the same team with like Sasuke and all that. But then they saw another page where it says Zoro, Izumi, and Sai are team. There's team 12. There's 12 teams, so or was it 14? Okay, so it's their team is 15. Yeah. Yeah, 15. So the team is team 15 and it's put into the Jonin Sensei is what's it called? Danzo uh with Sai with the other students are Sai, Zoro and Izumi. So Izumi and Zoro has been talking for a while when they got to the school and all that. And yeah, but they don't talk that much in front of other students because Zoro still wants to just have that like I don't want to talk to anyone. But Shikamaru is thinking that Zoro is actually Naruto because what's it called? Shikamaru is that big boy brain style, like he has big brain. Um. So yeah. So that's happening, and Naruto is right now just not walking. They're sit down and they're waiting for their Jonin Sensei. Uh, Everyone got their Jonin Senseis, and Okay, so Sasuke, Minato, Menma, and Sasura are in Team 7, and Sasuke was like, "Oh my god." Menma was like, "Oh, for fuck's sakes, no! Why is the worst? Why couldn't we just get your sister Sasuke?" And Sasuke was like, "I don't know." And so that's Team 7. And the whole teams are the similar things. And then Team 15 is Zoron or Katsi, Izumi Uchiha, Sai, uh, uh, didn't say the other one. And so they were confused. It's like, why don't they just take Sasuke? And Aruka said, well, there's another student. It's just this student is a special student, so that's why he hasn't been here. It's called Sai. And so Sai does get there and says, I'm sorry, I be with my team. So everyone is kind of waiting. It's called Kakashi and Kushina are on the same team, so that's Team 7 together. Danzo, some of the teams already got them and all that. The left teams are Team 7 and Team 15. And Sasuke was wanting to trade Sasuke for Izumi. And Sai and Zoran say F no. Like, Zoran say absolutely F nah. Like, he says, oh heck no. I don't want that trash anywhere near my team. Sai says same. I heard she's only smart and not great at any other thing. And so, that happened. So Kushina got Team 7 and all that. They got up and all that. Kakashi also got there, but he was a little bit too late. He was like, so are you Team 7? And Donzo was like, Kakashi, can you move? I'm trying to get my team. And Kakashi turned around and said, Lord Donzo. And Donzo said, oh, there, he didn't say Kakashi. He's like, can you move? And Kakashi did move, and they said, wait, Donzo, you're a Jonin Sensei? Yes, I'm trying to teach these youngsters what happened and everything. So, Kakashi is kind of confused why Danzo's a Jonin sensei, and but really doesn't care. So the teams do get down, and Danzo does talk about the what are your dreams and goals and things like that. Izumi says, I want to become Hokage. Like she wants to have like the similar dreams of Naruto and canon. Like she wants to become Hokage. She wants to like make everything in peace, not have destruction and all that, and all that. And she's not power hungry, so she's like, also I'm not power hungry. I do like training. I want to grab my power from training and all that. And she also says the Sharingan Eye is kind of a dojutsu for the Uchihas, but I don't like it. Also, she is gonna have the Sharingan, but Danzo is not gonna be one to take it. So Danzo's like, oh, huh, and what's it called? Um, hmm, like say that they wait, did I? Hmm, actually, I don't want to murder the Uchiha clan. Instead, I'm gonna I wanted to go. Just forget about the whole thing of the Uchiha massacre, and this time, Itachi doesn't actually kill the clan. Instead, Danzo is like way too nice and just doesn't want power, except for the Nine Tails. He does want the Nine Tails, but doesn't want the Sharingan. He has a more interesting Byakugan gun, but yeah. Fugaku and Danzo actually made a trade instead because some Uchihas did went rogue, and Fugaku said to Danzo that he can have those Sharingan eyes because those Uchiha rogues they actually did kill someone and they did unlock their Mannequin Sharingan, and so Danzo did take those eyes. So Itachi and what's it called? Sai Sing. I forgot his name. Itachi's like older brother thing. Ugh. Okay, I'm just vibing way too much to the music. So yeah, so Itachi isn't the one that killed the clan instead. He didn't kill the clan at all. Instead, Danzo just got some trade off from Fugaku. Fugaku just said, "How about this? You kill the rogue ninjas and take their eyes." He just did that because I actually don't want the Uchiha clan to actually die and have Danzo be killed or something. Yeah, no, so that didn't happen. So the Uchihas are still alive and all that. They didn't want to do that whole um planned what they call it, the Kurosawa thing. Yeah, instead Danzo actually were able to help the Uchihas with the elders, and so that happened. And so Naruto, so Izumi did say she wanted to become the first female slash Uchiha Hokage, and Danzo said, very interesting goal. He already knows about Sai and all that. And then he looked at Zoran and said, well, Zoran, what's yours? He says, my goal is to become the strongest some swordsman in the entire world. And I also want to become, I also want to become someone to protect my friends. I just want to also protect my friends and all that. And also, what my likes are. So just like to like uh Zoomies was like, I don't like people who want power hungry and all that. Like, what's it called? And arrogant and selfish and all that. Like the four Tokage sons and my brother Sasuke. So yeah. And so that happening. And, huh. So they explained and all that. And I was like, okay, well, you three aren't really gonna be doing. I mean, they kind of do the. Not really. They don't actually do. They actually do C to B rank missions instead of doing that whole test with Kakashi and all that. Yeah, they don't do that because Sai is a really good teammate. It's already an Ombu and all that, and he already seen the two with teamwork. So it's a C to B rank missions they do. Sometimes S rank, but that's like other Ombus. And since that happened, I'm actually gonna leave it off here. I need to keep thinking about what I'm gonna go do and all that. Just notice the colors. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave it off. I hope you have a nice potato day, potato night, potato sleep, wear potatoes to anywhere. I don't know. I'm Yeah, I'm also, since it stopped snowing, I'm gonna be able to make the biggest snow potato that ever lived. So yeah, um, yeah, the rest of the potato night. Yeah, so this is the first what if of what if Naruto was the reincarnation of Zoro and Bakugo. Part 1. Part 2 is whenever I have time. Um, and also I will make probably tomorrow. What if Naruto was the grandson of Madara Uchiha and was neglected? Oh no, not neglected. Had Excalibur. I got confused with the other one, the one that I already finished. No. Wait, no. Yeah. I don't know why I got confused. Okay, well, have a potato day, potato night. I don't care if you like, subscribe. I really don't care. Actually, I don't even know why I said that.